A Russian court found WNBA star Brittney Griner guilty of drug charges today. She's now sentenced to 9 years in prison. That harsh penalty now making a diplomatic prisoner swap one of the only ways to get Griner home. News 4's Chris Glorioso is in the newsroom to break down the day in court. And Chris, what happens next here?
Well, Jen, Brittney Griner has already spent more than 5 months locked up in a Russian jail. Her sentence announced today was expected to be severe, and it was. The consensus among Western diplomats, this 9-time all-star basketball player is being used as a geopolitical pawn.
I never meant to hurt anybody. I never meant to put in jeopardy the Russian population. I never meant to break any laws here.
Speaking from behind the bars of a courtroom cage, basketball great Brittney Griner made a final plea for leniency, but the Russian court took little mercy.
I want the court to understand that it was an honest mistake.
For the offense of carrying 2 vape cartridges containing less than a gram of hashish oil, Griner was sentenced to 9 years in a Russian penal colony.
This is a miscarriage of justice.
Outside the court, a top U.S. diplomat in Moscow said the Biden administration is committed to bringing the basketball all-star home.
Very upset, very stressed.
Brittney Griner's Russian lawyers said 9 years for carrying less than a teaspoon of cannabis is far outside the norm, but they said Griner predicted her sentencing would be severe.
When we saw Brittney, I think it was Tuesday, and we told her, see you on Thursday, and she said, see you on Doomsday. So looks like she was right.
Brittney Griner is probably one of the most popular sport figures in the entire world.
Daniel Kelly is clinical professor of the Tisch Institute for Global Sport at NYU. He says the harsh penalty for Griner is unquestionably wrapped up in geopolitics, with the Kremlin looking for any leverage against the U.S. during its war on Ukraine, not to mention Vladimir Putin's personal biases.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has strong anti-gay stances, and he also has strong anti-drug stances. And it just seemed like he hit the gold mine with a political ploy and a political chip with Brittney Griner.
Griner's lawyers now have 10 days to appeal the Russian sentence. From her courtroom cell, her voice cracked a bit as she spoke directly to her family back in America.
I want to also apologize to my parents, my siblings, the Phoenix Mercury organization back at home, the amazing women of the WNBA, and my amazing spouse back at home.
Stand by.
President Biden issued a statement today calling Brittney Griner's continued detention unacceptable and demanding her immediate release. The U.S. State Department has reportedly offered the Kremlin a prisoner swap, agreeing to release a Russian arms dealer jailed in the U.S. if the Kremlin agrees to release Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan, another U.S. citizen imprisoned in Russia. So far, that swap has not gained traction in Moscow. Back to you.
Chris Glorioso in the newsroom with that update. Thank you, Chris.